Hey Scorpio Scale Tarot Collective, it's your girl Yetica, Y-E-T-T-I-C-A. Let's do a right now read, okay? All signs are welcome, okay? I just cleared the ghosty box, okay? Okay, all signs are welcome. Only take what resonates in this reading, leave the rest. Put yourself where you fit, okay? General collective reading. Right now messages, okay? Make sure to show support by liking this video, comment, share, subscribe, follow, okay? And all my readings are timeless, so whenever you come across them is when the message is made and will resonate with you, okay? If this is not your reading, check out my other readings. If I'm not a reader, check out other readers. Okay. Alright, so yesterday's read, my god, 2:43 p.m. right now, okay? Today is February 23rd, 2026. Like justice in the sun and its reverse. Hidden justice, or hidden corruption, or injustice, hidden injustice. Yeah, today's moon day, February 23rd. Something might happen on January 23rd. Something might be coming back around from a month ago. Okay, also it is Mercury retrograde. We're in the Mercury retrograde shadow period. Okay, so that started on February 11th, which that's what I was picking up on. And the official Mercury retrograde starts in the sign of Pisces on March, what was it? 26th. And I think yesterday in the reading I said something's going down like 4 days. I said on the 26th. Yeah, Mercury retrograde in Pisces is happening. Okay, we are also in Pisces season. I posted about this yesterday, but update. We are in Pisces season since February 19th. Okay, it ends on May 20th. Or not May. God, see? I got a Gemini rising, so retrograde always got me tongue-tied. Okay, so March 20th, excuse me. Okay, something with those dates that I just made mistakes with, okay? Okay, so yesterday's reading. So like I said yesterday, I don't have like Wi-Fi on. I don't get like notifications, or like I don't like being interrupted when I'm reading my cards, okay? So a lot of stuff happened yesterday, it looks like. So I was like, holy crap. So I actually noticed that after I got back on line and I was looking, and then I was like, oh my god. And then I watched my reading and definitely it was resonating with what was going on. Okay, yeah, Judgment and the Five of Cups. Okay, or yeah. All right. So there's people who can't take this back, okay? They're under judgment. Okay, spirits have risen to bring in this judgment upon thee. You need it. All right, okay, so that was crazy though, huh? So I definitely recommend watching my reading. I was like kind of stuttering and like I think I was receiving like messages and downloads in real time. And yeah, Queen of Cups and the King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and then Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I was saying like something's gonna go down once Pisces season starts, and I think this is gonna be an interesting March. I'll tell you that. March on, March forward. Pisces season, that's Poseidon. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see what's going on for the right now. What do we need to know, see, hear, be, feel about for the right now for Scorpio Scale Tarot Collective? All right, let's see what's going on in the energy. If you hear a noise like that, that is where I'm at. I guess it's like a devil worshipping babysitter that lives downstairs, according to my specifics. But literally, I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of hot today. But the air conditioning, like, units, like, I'm not going to be using mine. I'm going to get one of the ones that you, like, hook into the window, and it's like not the, like, the old school ones. It's the one with, like, the tube. I've had it before. I'm going to get that and use that in my apartment, my place, because I'm like, who made these air conditioning units? So that's downstairs, and I'm like, oh my god. So they're just doing noise campaigns. So something with noise campaigns is people are super angry because like they're not getting their way, okay? Or like I said, everything I'm saying is coming to like everything in my readings. They're trying to like distract me. Okay, this could resonate with you too, collective. Like they try to distract me. Okay, they send people in to like try to go like make me run errands for them or go with them, and I'm down usually if like I'm gonna go get stuff done. Like okay, like I'm down to do whatever, but if I'm like gonna stay home, I'm staying home. Like some people are like they're trying to like guilt trip you and distract you like at all costs. They're still paying these people to gang stalk. They're still paying people to do this stupid stuff because they're still trying to keep it going. So it looks like it's unraveling and unfolding, and you know, the veil is wearing thin out there, and the High Priestess card is Pisces energy. Like the veil has been lifted, my friends. All right, let's get into it. But I don't know if I was gonna pick up. Probably. I feel like my hair's all fluffy. So just keep doing what you're doing, and like I kind of took my time today because now I know it's Mercury retrograde, and I had to pick it up in the pre-shadow period anyways, like just intuitively. And so if you need to like slow it down, I'd recommend it. Okay, just take your time with things because like it's just a good time to pick up old projects. Okay, organize, clean, be kind of like a Virgo or a Gemini. Okay. Page of Swords, okay, featuring curiosity, new ideas, and positive change. Okay, so yeah, and sit back and watch. Okay, because this, like, there's certain people, they're under the microscope or they're being like dissected or something. Okay, and then the Ten of Wands keeps coming out and the Ten of Swords. So who will carry the burden? Okay, so someone might look like this because it's only hitting them, or they're so worn out that they're starting to look a little like mutant-like, okay? These spies. So these spies are heavily burdened right now. They couldn't like tame the curiosity and they're still over here trying to attack you, okay? So Nine of Wands. Okay, the fog. I actually made a specific card, and it says fog because of all this fog. So something with fog, I always think like that's alien. I'm sure it's man-made, but so yeah, these spies that have been attacking you, okay, causing burdens, okay, they're carrying the burdens now. You're over here like in defense, okay. You can fight these people off. You always do. Like you're always waiting for it. All right. Or something happened in the 9 year that's coming back around in the 1 year. Okay, so it's the end, and then this Queen of Wands, this third party. So there's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, this person's like courage, confidence, independence, determination. Okay, but they might be having those in the negative way. Okay, or this is how people are viewing you. Or this third party, they're starting to look a little funky. Okay, they're definitely spying on you, still trying to do little things, but like I said, it's only hitting them. Like that's like what they look like. But they're over here thinking they look like me, or like someone that's, you know, not to be like conceited or anything, but like some of these people, I'm like, how the hell do they look like that? And I'm like, it's because of what they're doing. Okay, it's what they're consuming. It's what they're eating, it's what they're consuming their time with, it's what they're putting out there, it's what they're participating in, it's what they're getting paid for, okay? And then it hits them physically, and like they're like narcissists, you know? And so it's all, they see themselves different in a mirror. They see like this beautiful person, but really they look like this to everyone else, okay? So the females look like that to everybody right now, and the males look like that. The ones that keep spying, or they like, there's something going on where something with teachers, okay, with chemistry or dissection, or these people got like some sort of augmentation and like now they're looking a little funky, okay, like mutant-like, okay. So we got the Five of Pentacles, destitute, alone, and terrified for the future. Okay, so yeah, these people are locked out, or like people are like helpless, like locked up in a cellar or something, got their hands tied. Okay, they can't get away with the 5 of Wands. 5, 5 equals 10. I'm like, someone can be 29. Well, when monsters fight, well, we're seeing that. I'm not going to bring that into the reading too much, but it's just take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm going to let you guys use your discernment, and you can let me know if you feel like, I was like, you definitely, if you missed yesterday's right now reading, I would check that one out, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race, okay? With the 5 of Wands, when monsters fight, The 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, Mercury retrograde is a good time to, like, you know, kind of do more like solo stuff, okay? It's just like people get in car accidents, there's electrical malfunctions, there's like electronic issues, there's like all your exes come back, everyone's thinking about, they're like in nostalgia mode, I don't know. So just be aware, okay? There could be a younger Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, okay? This person, like I said, like, these people are like the Walking Dead, okay? The 3 of Cups, these third parties. Okay, they still think they're young, but like they look like that. All right, these third parties got stopped, their money got stopped. And then maybe the main, I just heard head honcho, is no longer with us, okay? The King of Pentacles, this wealthy man, the King of Pentacles, the man who has everything, okay? They might have died, deceased, okay? And like this is the person that they were getting paid by, these third parties, okay? It got stopped with the Knight of Pentacles. And this person could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or this person was doing something with the Page of Swords, but this one specifically, something with like a tutor. Younger kids, they could be like 10 or 11 years old, okay? And then I just heard trafficking, okay? And then there could be like teachers involved too. So I heard teacher-student relationship, but also K through 6th grade, okay? So, and then we got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, these attacks, like, okay, this is the person that was paying the third parties to run in and out, or they were the messengers, okay? Passion, adventure, impulse, inspired action. Okay, The Shining. That's an awesome movie. Okay, The World, the end is here. Okay, so the cycle's over. And the 8 of Cups, yeah. And you, like, people are walking away, or they have to walk away. They're forced to, because the person that was paying them or funding this is no longer with us, I feel like. And there's something going on that's like, that money is abruptly stopped. Okay, and the High Priestess, that's you. You like called something, okay, or you're listening to a High Priestess or a High Priest that is calling it, okay, and like calling it as being like whatever they're saying, it's going down, okay. And this is the right now reading, so that's why I do know it's the current energy, okay? So that's why it's timeless too. It's like even if you miss it on the date that's posted, you can watch this and it's gonna resonate. I've already backed it for myself. I've seen it, so I'm like, they always resonate whenever you watch it. Okay, so indecision, dilemma, and potential risk. Okay, 2 of Swords. So yeah, they're weighing out what to do, the third parties. Okay, they're like indecisive. They like, this is a dilemma. They weren't expecting this, like an unexpected cutoff, okay, financially. There's paperwork. And now there's like some potential risk, so they just like, they sit down, okay? Some of these people might have got like captured, okay? Now I feel like these gangs are attacking these people, these third parties. Maybe the 5 of Wands groups are turning on the people and they're listening to a High Priestess, you, whether they're good or bad people. And you're guiding the good and the bad of who is to blame. okay? Like these third parties will do anything to stay out of this, like, you know, blame spotlight that they want to avoid, okay? They're trying to push it on people, innocent people, people who didn't have any part of it. They're like, oh, it's them, you know, pointing at them. Like the boy who cried wolf story. It's like he kept crying, you know, there's a wolf, until everyone was like, yeah, right. And then literally, like, when there was a wolf, like, no one came. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. But like these people are trying to put the blame, they're pointing at someone and being like, you know, projection. They're just like, no, it's them. And like, you have no part of it, but they're trying to like delay and disguise the blame. The blame game. Okay, you're an Empress, or you're being protected now by these people, the gangs. So, she has the Empress. She has everything a woman needs in abundance, and she's at one with the forces of the mystical realms of the universe. So you're like giving messages to people that need them, and like it's about like truth right now. Okay, whether people have done good or bad things, like you're still like you're keeping it real and telling people how it is. Okay, as a high priestess or a high priest. Okay, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, expect messages or something with children. Okay, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is like very Egyptian. Okay, like Isis or Nefertiti or Neef. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in the lap of luxury. So you can get some money. Okay, expect messages about money, or this. You're about to be financially independent. Okay, and these third parties, they're like. They're all hiding out in the shadows, okay? Like jumping boats, like hiding in cellars, okay? They're afraid like someone's gonna come get them. And the Nine of Wands. All right, you have left your castle and are now on your journey on a vast open sea, a place of doubt and insecurity, but progress is being made. So like something's changing in these communities, these third-party communities, okay? I don't think you're worried about it, collective. Like I feel like you ended up leveling up your ranking, okay, as a high priestess. Okay, all these burdens are being put on the people that are causing them, these third-party, like Page of Swords energy, spying. Okay, your attackers are now under attack by these groups, and some of them, they're finding out that there's like a third-party female, or they're with a third party, or there's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries up here in a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus couple that are in big trouble with some of these Five of Wands groups because they didn't get paid or the money's gone. Okay, or like the person that was paying them is no longer with us. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Okay, pick these up upside down again. Yeah, Four of Swords reversed, and then the Five of Wands. Interesting. So, Five of Wands reverse. And the Four of Swords. People are passing away left and right. Watch yesterday's reading, please, if you resonate with this one, okay? Judgment. I'll have some specifics readings up later, and this right now reading, okay? I'm trying to like, it takes forever for these readings to upload, so especially if they're over an hour, it's whatever. So I'm gonna put like a little preview up in the short section, okay, of the new right now reading, okay? And then so to give you guys kind of a preview, okay? But definitely check out my specifics readings. Like I swear those ones, you know, they're supposed to be like triggering, okay? So it's like, it's basically for you to think, like, because you're in the situation, okay, as the viewer watching my specifics reads, okay? So like it's supposed to trigger you to think about like certain things, or like what you think about in those readings is what it probably is, okay? Or who you think about, or where, when, okay? Situations like that. You guys use your discernment with those readings, okay? I make them that way for a reason, okay? I don't want to It's more for self-guidance and triggering you to kind of use your intuition over me just explaining each card, okay? So that's just kind of how I view the specifics, okay? If you guys wanted to know. Okay, yeah, these gangs or groups of spies, okay? Some of them are turning on their own members, is what I'm getting. Some of them didn't get paid and are going after, like the leaders or the people who are supposed to pay them. And some are, all the burdens are going back onto the people who've been doing the spying. And these people are under judgment. I'm like, money stops. I'm really getting that. So yeah, judgment and the Five of Cups. You can't take back what you did. So a lot of 5 energy, that's changes, okay? That's like imbalanced number, okay? It's like, it could go up, could go down, could go forward, could go back, you know what I mean? It's like an unsteady energy, okay? You don't really know yet. You're kind of in the middle. You are in the middle. All right, let's see what's going on. Yeah, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and a Virgo could be involved. Okay, or there's a private detective. I'm curious if that's picking up. How loud that is. I can't get away from these clowns, dude. Sorry, it's only hitting them. That came out this morning. Okay, the Page of Swords, okay, and the Ten of Wands. Judgment came out anyways, sideways. So these spies, these people that got sent in, are there something with like young kids and like women, okay? I just heard maidens, okay? They're all under judgment. Okay, so or these kids are like telling on these adults, okay, or telling what they did, okay, and or there's something going on with these people are like really gross, or these kids like call these people monsters, okay, or the kids have been watching and they're like exposing something, or they're in judgment for what they did to kids, okay, or they've been doing this to you collective since you were a child, since you were younger. Okay, I just heard like 5 years old, yeah. 9 of Wands with the 2 of Wands, yeah, so judgment for this playing. Okay, something online. Okay, that adds up to 11. Okay, judgment is 20. Okay, why the Queen of Wands? So this person's like overlooking stuff. Okay, this is the person that was telling people who to attack or come after you. I feel like this person might not be here any longer, or that's gonna be, this person's under judgment. Okay, yeah, and then the Ten of Swords, it says ruin and it says dominion. I just said, and then there could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, like a female that's also the counterpart to this King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. These people are, I keep hearing deceased, like I don't know. Or they're the Walking Dead, they're already done, okay? Material work, okay? So yeah, these third parties, or they like took credit for your work, or they like hid you away. Okay, they wanted to like hold you hostage and keep taking credit for your work, okay? Or these third party like these work groups, they're all turning on each other, like I said. It's something with like a church or a cellar, okay? Underground, a basement. Why are the 5 of Wands? When monsters fight. Yeah, so 10 of Swords, okay? This Leo, Sagittarius, Aries female has been slandering you, gossiping, or trying to leave you by dead, or for dead, by dead, I don't know, by the dead, okay? And then something with this moon magic, okay? This person also could be a practitioner. This person's a fire sign female, and they do like moon magic, water magic, they do something with the church, or like, what are they called, monasteries or something, or I don't know anything about religion. I'm like, whatever. No offense. Okay, pleasure. Okay, the 6 of Cups, and abandoned success, the 8 of Cups. 5 of Wands, Okay, so yeah, there's something they did when you were young, or they trick children. Okay, and they get them abandoned, or they get kidnapped or something. That's what's going on. This stop. They're not allowed to do this anymore. Okay, just with that card and like this kid too, like usually there's not a lot of kids in the tarot, okay? So there's two and they're both daughters or females. Okay, and then you're walking away, or these Five of Wands are walking away from anyone or these Six of Cups, these people who are stuck in nostalgia. Okay, Temperance, yeah, you're like an earth angel, or like there's some balance in the situation. Yeah, with children. Okay, the Sun. Okay, Illumination, like people are walking away that they've been doing things to children or these groups, and like everyone's turning on these people. The money stopped too, and that's making them turn on each other. Yeah, and then here's the Queen of Pentacles from yesterday. So there's a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or these practitioners. There's definitely like a Virgo and a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, strongly a Leo female, okay, and a Virgo female. Okay, the Chariot, the cops are moving in on these witches. Okay, they could be called Bruja, okay, that's a female witch. Okay, the Fool, okay, yeah, this was foolish, they got caught. And the Princess of Pentacles, yeah, receipts are out. These cops are gonna come in. I just heard raid, SWAT, like people you know are gonna get arrested. I just heard this Queen of Wands could be an aunt, okay? These are gonna be like people that are around you. You just didn't know they were involved in this Five of Wands like group gang situation. It definitely could be a front, like a church or something, or that's where they do this. Okay, schools. Okay, they're under judgment. Ace of Pentacles, this is how they got their money and their material success. So the money stopped. And these women didn't get paid, or the person, this couple that was paying them, they're no longer with us. Okay. Okay. Or people are doing magic on them now and they're gonna pass away. Yeah, someone might have a heart attack. Okay, it could be the female. Okay, and the King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And you're protected. Okay, you're strongly protected. Okay, yeah, look at that. Six of Swords, Strength, and the Empress. So, yeah, Princess of Swords. Okay, the truth's coming out, okay, or something. These people were like younger females, and you're a real high priestess, and they're not you. You're an empress. These people are princesses. Okay, and if you're a male, you can just switch the sexes if you resonate. Man, beware. God. Okay, it could be, this female could be a Sagittarius. Look, I picked it up backwards again. So the Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles reverse. Out of money. Not intuitive. No more servants. No more people working for you. You're not getting paid. You're not going to be serving this dude. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and the cops are moving in, removing all their workers because they're doing illegal stuff. Okay. Or this Sagittarius, okay, the Queen of Wands or the Leo or Aries, they are literally under judgment, and like they aren't gonna make it. Like if the counterpart, maybe your husband was the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, they got taken out. Like this person is next, so they're gonna pass away. Ten of Swords. Okay, so all these spies, all these attackers, all these people causing burdens, their money stops. They're under judgment. Some of them are going out. Some of them are going to get caught for playing. Okay, the cops are moving in. Okay, especially anyone messing with kids. Okay. Like, the kids are being watched. Like, Nine of Swords reverse. Yeah, this went reverse. It went back and it hit them. Like, some of these people are gonna look like physically like sick. They're gonna look like physically like they aged overnight. Some of them are gonna put weight on. Okay, some of them are gonna be acting weird. They can't keep it up anymore. Okay, and also I feel like there's monsters attacking these people. Okay, whatever they conjured up. Okay, I talked about that in a different reading. They are seeing things, and these things are what they conjured up are on them. So, like, they might have conjured something up to go towards you, collective, and it's on them now. Like, haunting them. They're having nightmares. Yeah, the Tower and Ace of Swords. All these predators are getting towers. Unexpected changes. Okay, unexpected changes. Yeah, something with a Virgo, or these, they didn't know they were being watched or investigated. Okay, they walked away, but it's not finished. Like, whatever they walked away from is not done with them yet. It followed them. Like, just because they're like, well, I'm done, I'm walking away, or they ran away, or they're in hiding, they think that it's not going to go, it's not going to follow them. I followed him. Something invisible. Okay, it says doll. Don't fun with that. Okay, minimum Nathaniel climb. Elas traffic. Wrong. See, something with trafficking. Okay, I said that earlier. Edit, view, smell. Lend, doctrine, gate. Brought, crime. Citizenship, defender. Top, fit. Behind, scientist. Located, absolutely. While, really. Available, urban, doll, and rhythm. Okay, why are the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands and Judgment? Yeah, so this is them. All the Page of Swords. The people who've been spying, collecting info, studying you, doing experiments on you are all burdened and all mutant looking now. And they're carrying all the weight that they're trying to make you carry, and they're under judgment. And you are going to have a new emotional start working with spirit. And they are, this retrograde's hitting, and it's all going back. I really feel with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords right here, reverse, that something happened last year in the 9 year, and it's coming back. It's like, this is it. You can't take it in. We're starting over at 1 again. Okay, so focus on your emotions, okay? Focus on what makes you happy, okay? What brings you happiness, joy, love, okay? And avoid anything that puts you in this Nine of Swords or Nine of Wands, like, defensive, like, sick, negative attitude, okay? Yeah, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Magician. So these people playing, attacking with magic, they're all under judgment. It's pretty simple. And the Ace of Swords reverse just popped out. This is completely unfixable. This is a cord cut, okay? You might have done a cord cutting ritual, or you might want to, or you might need to, okay? It's up to you. But our spirit's going to do it for you. And this person's going to get laid out. This Leo, Sagittarius, Aries female are these third-party women doing this magic on you. Playing into something on the internet, too. Definitely watch my specifics. There was one I pulled where I'm like, okay, these people do something on, like, TikTok witches or something like that. They're going down. They're going to start looking, they're not going to be able to, like, cover it up anymore, and, like, they're going to fade off because they're that vain. Okay, if you're a real one, okay, I might put, honestly, I almost didn't wear makeup. I just wear, like, a little bit of eye makeup. But these people have to wear, like, they have to catfish your ass, okay, and they have to wear a bunch of makeup, but they can't just go, like, bare skin, okay? A lot of, you know, fake, I feel like fake spiritualists, like, are gonna be wearing more makeup. No, not saying that is bad. I'm not against makeup, but these people, like, if you hung out with this person, you would never be around them, like, barefaced. Okay, that's how they hide, is with makeup or something, but that's not even gonna cover this up anymore. Like, I'm not taking any shots. Oh, I do just want people, but they're not gonna be able to, like, cover up that. Okay, they're not gonna be able to cover up this. They're gonna have to go to some, like, Hollywood makeup artist that can, like, you know, put stuff on there and reform their face into what it's supposed to look like. But I don't think there's any kind of surgery or makeup that's going to cover up what is like how I feel like how rapidly this is going to hit these people, because they were supposed to stop doing this. Now they're going to turn into hags. You know, hunchbacks and Notre Dames, dude. They're So this is cut off, okay, especially these third-party women or these third-party witches or these people doing spell work, okay? It doesn't have to be women. It can be people spending money on them, or that's how they got these King of Pentacles energies, was because they looked good or something, and now they don't look good anymore, okay? I feel like they aged rapidly overnight, okay? I'm just going to stop. I can't stop talking about it because I'm like, you look like a hag, bitch. Okay, Knight of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, expect messages, okay? Something with the Sphinx, okay? Or there's like messages from Egypt, or there's something going on. These people might be from Egypt, okay? Or there's something going on with like judgment, but it could be like ghosties, okay? Something's going on. And then the Devil, confirming the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups. They have to all go with the Devil. Like, they've been doing all kinds of stuff to keep these people bound to them. Doing rituals, doing devil worshipping, doing sex magic, blood magic, whatever they've been doing. Look at in the background. Okay, that's what's coming. That's where they're going. They're going with those people because that's what they are. That's what they are. These people that have been running in and out, these third parties, they got paid for it, but that's blood money. Literally, some of it was. And they kept sending attacks at you, and you're already healed up. It's like you heal instantly. They might like cut you a little bit, and you're just like, whatever. Yeah, and they're in your waters being a hog, the star. Okay, and then something happened in Aquarius season, okay, and you're already healed up from it, or whatever attack they sent the last couple of months. In Capricorn and Aquarius season, you already healed up from it, okay? And Ten of Swords, yeah, these people passed away. A male passed away, and the female's next. These leaders of these groups or gangs, covens, witches cults, warlock cults, churches, anything that's worshiping evil, demonology, devil worshipping, Satanists. Okay, and they were doing spell work to make people be their slaves, or be their servants, or be in a relationship with them, or be their little bitch, basically. And I keep having deja vu, and that happened yesterday, and I swear to God, like something's gonna happen, watch. I don't have anything on, it says trouble. Okay, and then the Seven of Wands, yeah. Because you're out of reach. Okay, Six of Wands, you got the victory, yeah, and now these people are defending you, okay? Like I said earlier, I feel like they know you're the real deal. Like, as a high priestess, as a psychic, whatever you are, if you're up on a platform, or they just know you, they could think you're an earth angel, an angel, okay? Whatever they believe in, they think you're a high form of something, okay? And human being form. So they see you as angelic, or they see you as something of the light, or like pure, okay? But they don't get, so they're protecting you now, okay? So someone's protecting you, or two authority, or two group leaders are protecting you. Like I said, you like help the good and the bad. Like, you know, I feel like you understand. Like, I said it yesterday, the devil, I read in my symbol book that the devil rules in heaven. And I was looking up to see if there was Satan, if there was Lucifer. And it does say it, but it's under the definition of the devil. So I thought that was interesting. So a lot of people are over here, but that means that the devil's working with the light and the dark. And isn't the devil just a fallen angel? okay? So these third parties, okay, yeah, Queen of Cups, that could be you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or just something, yeah, illumination or something with this Pisces season, okay? And these groups, they're all left out in the cold. All right, I'm gonna use my new deck, okay? This is pretty specific. Look, it says Jesus Christ, okay? So, I'm sorry. Where are you at? Oh my. I think that is energy weapon and noise campaigns and radar, these AC units, and I think that is not okay to have something that loud in each one of these units. Like, I shouldn't be able to hear that through like that. I'm just saying. I don't even know if it's picking up on my cell phone, but I just like... Sorry, I'll put some... I usually have a fan on or something to kind of drown out the noise, but it's just like, come on. Not what I'm reading though. Okay, so Jesus Christ, okay, farmlands. Okay, I'm just gonna get a couple from this and then I'm gonna use my regular specifics, okay? So something with Jesus Christ, or this is something with like churches, okay, or the worship of Jesus Christ, okay? Or someone could call themselves Jesus Christ, or someone's name could be Jesus, okay? Or Jesus, something with farmlands. Why are the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands? I'm still not done yet. Okay, someone could be a house cleaner. Someone could own farmland. Okay, look up at that sky. Masons. Okay, you're a lot smaller than you think. Okay, restaurant worker. Unknown. So Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So they're stressing because it's unknown about what's gonna happen, or what these burdens are unknown. Okay, breakup. Okay, so these groups or these spies are breaking up. Okay, someone is getting paid through PayPal or works at PayPal. Okay, or something with PayPal. Why the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Magician? So that's for like, these people are under judgment. Okay, these Masons. Okay, that people are gonna get broken up with. Okay, people are gonna go with Jesus and not with these church people anymore. Okay, they're gonna like just have their own personal relationship with Jesus. Okay, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Magician. Or maybe I should do Judgment. Okay, what's for Judgment? Yeah, someone's a technician. See? Yeah, go fix the ACs. What the hell is that? I hope it is picking up. I want you guys tell me if you hear that in the background. I'm like, it's like vibrating my whole apartment. So lab grown. Okay, so, and then look, the Page of Swords. Or these people are lab grown, or grown in a lab, or they grew these children in labs, or something with sperm and test tube babies. Now they're under judgment for it, or these people are like aging rapidly. I thought they grew in a lab. Okay, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Magician. Okay, in the garden. Okay, something they do in the garden, or something they grow in the garden is lab grown. Keep trying. Okay, molestation, a vegetarian diet, and life insurance scam. Okay, that's how they're playing. Okay, give me some more for this magic. Okay, or that's why they grow these people. Okay, something with Facebook, or the people are on Facebook, or that's how they're in communication with Facebook, and then they get paid through PayPal. Okay, ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Okay, and maintenance workers. Okay, so just take what resonates. I'm gonna pull from the other ones here in a minute. Okay, someone's a computer hacker. That's how they do this magic. And I said TikTok earlier. Voodoo or voodoo. Okay, that's what they're doing with the Magician. Okay, why the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Swords reverse? clouds. Okay, lab-grown clouds. Okay, lab-grown farms, lab-grown vegetables, lab-grown kids. Okay, corrupt law firm. This is the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Wands could work for a corrupt law firm. Okay, something with rivers and clouds. Okay, they wrote like universal natural laws or something. Okay, I'm getting hot. So I'm like, this is like on point. Someone's like sweating. Yeah, someone could be in the conservative party. Or they say they're conservative, but they're doing some messed up stuff. Employed, unemployed. I did shuffle the crap out of these, so some of these people are employed and some of them are now, or they were employing them and now they're unemployed because the person died. Like I said, this Queen of Wands, yeah, they work for a corrupt law firm. Okay, they might be a conservative Venmo employee. Okay, they're unemployed now, a plumber. Okay, Instagram, something with Instagram or with Instagram like followers, or someone works at Instagram, and full moon magic. Backfire. Okay, why are the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands? Book writer, engineer, and technician. Engineer and technician. That's who these third parties are that keep running in and out, or this is how they are able to. Okay, someone hides as a book writer. Okay, someone drinks tea. Okay, angel. Okay, or they pretend they're an angel or something, or they tell people they're an angel. Okay, or you're protected by angel, or people think you're viewing you and your work as like angelic, or you're an angel. Yeah, something with those. Or they really look, and with this the Egyptian in the back. So you're like, people are, you know, you were hidden with the Five of Pentacles, like by these people, and now you're being seen. Okay, like you're the real deal. Okay, something with a doctor. Okay, your people are slandering your names. The Ten of Swords, Bitcoin, monetization, influencer. Okay, there could be a younger Leo, Sagittarius, Aries involved. Yeah, something with electrical towers. And then look at the AC in it. That's so insane. And it does, honestly, I would run mine, but it doesn't even cool down my apartment. It's just like hot air. I told them, I already told it to the people when I moved in. I was like, I'm not running that shit. I'm just gonna go buy one of the little space air conditioners or whatever. So Freemasonry, script writer, interdimensional beings. That's the oath is here, man. Something Egyptians coming for these third parties that blocked you, or they're the ones that are pushing you into the spotlight. Okay, you're the real deal. Like, people are starting to wake up to that. Okay, do you resonate? Okay, why are the Five of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Devil? Yeah, someone could be a sex worker. Okay, something with sand, or they do something in the sand or by the sand. Okay, water magic, or they take sand and do something like magic or something devilish, okay, towards you to cause an attack. Okay, or something with sand. Okay, someone could be named Chester. Okay, someone's gonna get divorced. Okay, this Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah, so it came out anyway. Sex worker, OnlyFans account. It's pretty specific. Spirit, yeah, is exposing this. Okay, there's some good news. And what else? And then we'll pull. Just all possessed. Okay, anything else? Alien aliens from space here now. Yeah, look, possessed. Visual communication. YouTube employees. They're on you. Keep blocking my channel. Okay, someone's like a farmer or something with farmland. Okay, so... I'm going to read these off. All right. No full specifics. Okay. And then we'll call it because we're at 50 minutes. It's getting warm. Okay, so Page of Swords, Ten of Wands, Judgment, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Swords reversed. Jesus Christ, farmland, house cleaner. Look up at that sky, Masons. Restaurant worker, unknown. Breakup, PayPal, technician, and lab grown. Okay, for the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Magician, in the garden. Keep trying. Molestation, trigger warning, vegetarian diet, life insurance scam. Facebook, ICE, immigration and customs enforcement, maintenance workers, computer hacker, voodoo or voodoo. All right, and then the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords reversed. Full moon magic, Instagram, plumber, Venmo employee, unemployed, employed, conservative party, corrupt law firm, rivers, clouds. Okay, and then Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Book writer, engineer, technician, drinks tea, angel, Thoth, doctor, Bitcoin, monetization, influencer, electrical tower, Freemasonry, scriptwriter, and interdimensional beings. Okay, and the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil. Sand, Chester, divorce, or there's a city called Chester, okay, sex worker, or that's a name, OnlyFans account. Spirit, good news. Aliens from space here now. Possessed, visual communication, and YouTube employees. Wow. Okay, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. So, I mean, that could be some, yeah, that's some serious information right there. So take it serious or don't. That's up to you, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest, put yourself where you fit. Okay. All right, let's do, keep those separate because I'm not done yet. I'm not done with that deck. There's so much, there's like, it might be bigger than this one. Okay, so why the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, Judgment, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Okay, remember you are protected by the universe, God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, archangels, and nature, okay? And just know these people are under judgment, okay? They're getting sick and passing away, and you just need to focus on what's your cup, okay? Someone made a trade. It's in a storage container. Okay, something's in a storage container. Okay. Grandma or someone does trading, but they store stuff in containers, but they traded something, or they do this often. Grandma Betty Riggs is with us now. Grandma. Okay. They are addicted. They are a drug addict, drug user. Okay. So Grandma Betty's letting you know, or someone name is Betty, or someone has, or the name Riggs. Okay, could be relevant. Okay, she's letting you know that someone's a drug addict, a drug user, one of these spies, or these people that are under judgment, okay? So Nine of Swords energy, they're feeling sick. They finding out what consequences are since they thought there were none. These spies and Ten of Wands, someone is going to tell you how you feel, how they feel about you, okay? It might be negative or positive. It could be this Ace of Cups, so someone might actually come in Okay, someone, this involves your uncle on your mom's or dad's side. Okay, Grandma Betty ousting you. What is mine is not yours. Wow. So you might have an uncle that, like, your grandma is like, yeah, something with your grandma that was a part of something with your grandma passing away, or they were trying to take what was your grandma's and grandma's coming to kick their ass. Someone works at X, okay? Something needs to be examined closely, or someone at X needs to look at something very closely, okay? Maybe in a storage container. Whatever you send out, you get back 3 times, okay? All right, why the 10, or why the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and the Magician? Okay, they work at Amazon. Okay, someone playing who does magic works at Amazon, or they hide behind that job. Okay, or they're involved in something that's in a storage container, involves your cell phone and cell service provider. They hacked you, okay? So that's why there's like this playing going on. Prepare for a natural disaster. Like fog, okay? They addicted to prescription drugs. That's a helicopter. Someone is sending psychic attacks, okay? So just clear your energy. Like, I just went and got some new crystals and stuff like that, okay? Make sure to cleanse your crystals. You can do water and put them out in, like, the moon or the sun, or you can use a little salt or something like that. Just look up and, you know, do what you're comfortable with. But you can cleanse them if you feel like it's losing some of its protection or something, okay? They got you under surveillance, and you see that helicopter? I'm like, I know I'm innocent. They're surveilling me because of I feel like people are getting messages. Okay, someone committed fraud. I'm like, where's my money? Donate. I'm stealing my messages. You better start giving me some, you know, at least give me some credit or something, or unblock my motherfucking social media pages, y'all. Someone has PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, someone committed fraud. Okay, they got you under surveillance. So these people who've been doing magic, these people who've been playing online, and these people who've been attacking, you're under surveillance. Something's in the attic. That came out yesterday. Okay, something with a specific bed. Okay, they're doing something with your magic with like mattresses and beds. Okay, they've been casting spells towards you, witchcraft spell work. Okay, and someone does this during the day. All right, why the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords reversed? Almost done. Okay, someone smells. Okay, this Leo, Sagittarius, Aries female stinks, or people who do magic, they start stinking. Okay, this person involves an Aries sign, so that could be this Queen of Wands. Okay, they're stinking. Everybody's like, get away from me. They're cutting her off. Okay, they work at the animal shelter. They might sacrifice animals, volunteer foster, or they're an employee. Someone is in their 70s. Okay, they realize now you can't be replaced. Okay, they hack their apps. Karma is upon these witches and warlocks. Okay, involves a group of friends. Someone does this at night, so they're doing it 24/7. Why corporate espionage. When a company steals another company's intellectual property. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles. 4 types of violence: physical, sexual, verbal, and psychological. Okay, and then we got these third parties. That's what they're getting paid for, to do violence. Okay, and that's who's running in and out to be violent towards you. Okay, they're trying to like be violent towards you because they got caught. Someone acting like a bitch. See? Okay, yeah, it's the aliens. They're not gonna allow this. Okay, or they're coming for you. They're gonna do the 4 types of violence on you. These aliens. Involves local food spots. Yeah, try stopping that. They're not visible this time. They're invisible. They overlooked you. Their loss. Okay, industry is involved. Okay, so this industry overlooked you, and now they're getting attacked by what protects you. You are innocent. So I feel like they're under surveillance, but you are too. But that's just like, it's just to keep like, so you're protected. Okay, it's not really like surveillancing you. Like, yeah, they could see what you're doing, but I don't think it's to like, but like these people doing this, like they're being watched. So they can do it, like, but they're all being watched. They have been. Why do they talk to you like that? Okay, because they're guilty. There's something rotten. Someone stinks. Something's rotten. Okay, these people. Okay, 5 of Wands. You'll see a sign, okay? People are talking about you. Yeah, you just keep walking away and these people walk right into the devil's arms. Something with nurses, you need to start writing or journaling date, time, and sign. That's why I was a little bit later today as I was journaling. Okay, this person is a literal psychopath or real don't be fooled. They're doing spell work on you using electricity. I gotta rewatch it and see if that even picks up. Okay, involves karmic males or males. Okay, these toxic men, and they're doing sex magic on you in the dream state. Something at the airport or airports. Rapaciousness to take things for yourself using unfair methods or force. Your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, their new boyfriend or girlfriend is messing with you. Something is visible. It's probably mold. Someone wants to stay together. Something in or with the seas. Okay, so there's something wrong. There's visible mold. Someone is attacking your social medias. Recuperate, recover from illness or exertion. So that's what's happening. And these people doing that, it's only hitting them. So you keep showing up and they keep trying to stop you from showing up, but you're still showing up. So something with a Pisces or Pisces season, okay, birthdays February 19th through March 20th. This is going to be shocking, like lightning striking. Involves karmic family members. Something with electricity. Someone is in pain, guilty, crime, murder. Okay, they're doing that kind of stuff. They're trying to keep it going, y'all, and it's because they're guilty and they're going down. And I don't know, I guess they want to go out being annoying. And like, it's only hitting them, so they're the ones like who need to recuperate. They're in this Nine of Swords reverse. If you abuse, you pay the price, okay? Involves an absent father, blessings coming in. They sacrifice animals. So they get a job at the shelter and then something happens to these animals, and that's a ritual, okay? Involves Vietnam veterans. There is proof on this. They did so much magic and spell work, they stuck in permanent psychosis. This involves a partner, which could be a business or your actual partner, like in a relationship, okay? Or you call someone partner, okay? Give them the middle finger, like, okay, this person is insecure and jealous. Something took place outside, outdoors, in nature. You were there when they did this. Give all that no longer serves you to the universe. Karma is upon these witches and warlocks. They get served what they deserve. Involves the devil. Out of time. Out of time. Okay, that's what I got. I hope these messages help. Let's read the ghosty box before I forget. Man, it's hot in here though. I gotta go. Minimum Nathaniel climb. Ela's traffic wrong. Edit, view, smell. Lend, doctrine, gate, brought, crime, citizenship, defender, top, fit, behind, scientist, located, absolutely, while, really, available, urban, doll. Rhythm, trouble, testimony, heard, prayer. Tense, drafts, drag. Camera, intention, inevitable. Zoe, no camera, haste, symbolic, bishop, diamond, improvement, workshop, isolated. All right, so that's what I got. It's 3:45 p.m., 3:45, okay? Right now, messages, okay? And I'll see y'all for the next one.